What's up, everybody? This is Z-Man Cuddles, showing you round one of the Game Haven, Baltimore, Maryland GLC tournament. We have two really cool decks, Lightning versus Fire. And we have the turn one Battle VIP pass from Bohemian playing the Lightning. That in the front there is a Joltik, which he uses to accelerate. And then here from the Fire player, we see a Research and another Battle VIP pass. We're going to have a real game. The Baltimore community is VIP pilled. We like setting up. What can I say? And then speaking of setup, we have the Stoke attack from Growlithe. So that accelerates two fires. It says, you have to deal with me now or else you're going down. So would have liked to see the Joltik attack. We see the Joltik attack. There's the problem with Zapdos not doing the same amount as Hoopa. So with the 80, that Growlithe has 90, I believe. So we see the Macargo come down. The Growlithe is surviving. We're probably going to see it turn into an Arcanine, which will take the KO and accelerate fire. See, this fire build plays really well off of the fire energy. It uses it to draw cards and also to make sure that it's accelerating. So you can see the Heatmore is already getting powered up. Usually you get that powered up in the mid game, so any opportunity to get that powered up early on is very strong. We have the Charmander on the bench, and on the other hand, we have the Regieleki coming down. That's sort of the Heatmore in combination with Electivire for this Lightning deck. However, without any Dynamotors down, I think it's going to be tough, and that's a little bit of the problem with the Joltik without the Dynamotors, is you have these power cards down, but where the energy goes is all determined really by the first turn. Now the Raihan is going to say, wait Zach, there's also the second turn, because that's going to power up one of these here as well and get any card out. But we're seeing a really slow start, and this Fire deck with the Arcanine turn 2 is going to capitalize on that. And I think that's where you really have to see the downside to some slower strategies. So we go to the Heatmore, we had the Blacksmith, and wow, with that Charizard, it's just saying, you know what? I'm a consistent deck. I have my ace monster out here, powered by the ace supporter, and I'm going to take out your ace monster. So the Electabuzz goes down. We get 90 on the Zapdos. What are you even doing here? And what we're doing is a teammates and a prayer. The problem I have with teammates, and I think why Bohemian's struggling a little bit, I normally want another supporter. And then you have to think, wait, but I can't play another supporter. So he's really thinking about it. This is on 5.6 speed. I think he was thinking about the Luxray at one point. I think he's thinking about a Gustall, and he's going to go with an Escape Rope. Caleb sends out a Sacrificial Fish, and it's just 20 to everything. You want to do that turn 2. This is a little late for that, unfortunately. So we see, I think, Fire Crystal come down and a Shuffle. Oh, I'm sorry, that's Fiery Flint. So that gets out 4 the energies, and then I think a Research. Oh, no, a Marnie. I apologize. The point is, though, the Heatmore's coming right back out. And this game is so toast. But this is actually kind of cool to show off, because the Fire deck and just having the consistency for these power cards like the Heatmore and the Charizard, it's a lot to deal with. We see a turn 4 Greens Exploration. You don't see that every day. So kind of worth noting, the Lightning has been able to tutor out any card from their deck the last 3 turns, but just really struggling to keep up. We do see the Luxray coming out now, and an Electro Power knockout. So that Heatmore has been a menace. I think that's taken 3 or 4 prizes. It's taken 3 prizes. So that Arcanine, which has taken the other ones, coming back, and it can accelerate even more energy. I would say if Caleb could get his Heatmore down, but he doesn't really need to, because he only needs 1 prize after this. So this is just a complete run of it, man. This has been crazy. Fire decks would not be the worst decks if they always had the start. But I would say this is a great highlight of the Fire draw engine, because you are just looking at trying to make it as consistent as possible so you can get these kind of starts. And with a Versus Seeker, we're seeing a teammates, the 4th turn in a row that we can tutor any 2 cards out of the deck, or just any cards in the deck in general. And again, this is on 5.6 speed, but it's just, it's a big decision. How the heck do you come back from this much of a deficit? And the answer, he says, is going to be the Luxray. We're shuffling some things in, but I'll be honest, I don't think it's going to matter. I think it's going to be over by the next game. I think if you gust anything, you almost want to go for deck out at this point, and that is what we're going to kind of see. But, you know, the Charizard itself is an attacker, one of the best attackers, and that is the game.